Hi, everyone, and welcome to another class with me, Stephanie, here at Linguistiko. This class is the Dreams versus Goals class, and it is a conversation class for intermediate to advanced students. We're going to be talking a lot in this class. I have some visual aids. Hi, Adam. Hi, do you hear me?
Hi, I can hear you.
Great. Where are you from?
I'm from Hungary.
Nice. Is this your first class with Linguistiko?
Yes, it is my first class.
Awesome. Well, welcome to have you here. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Adam.
Great. Okay, Anatoly, welcome to class. How are you?
Thank you. Very good. How are you?
Awesome. Okay, guys, so this class is the Dreams versus Goals class, and it is a conversation class, so we will be doing lots of talking. We will be sharing our ideas and opinions. I have some visual aids, but the focus of the class, like I said, is mostly on talking. This class is for students who are at an intermediate to advanced level of English, just because you know, there's so much talking involved. So anyways, let's get started on this conversation class. Dreams versus goals, okay? When we say versus in English, it means we're comparing the two, that there's something different. There could be things that are the same, but there are definitely things that are different. So let's start with you, Adam. Do you think that there is a difference between a dream and a goal?
Yes, of course. For example, a dream can be if I would like to buy a Ferrari, that's a dream. But if I'd like to work a better place, it's a goal. It could be a goal. I think so.
Good, good. Okay, hey guys, I want to give you guys a quick reminder. Um, when we're in the class, if it's not your turn to talk, you have to mute your microphone because if not, sometimes it creates feedback and noise. So you have to mute and then unmute and do that all throughout class. Okay, so I really like your example. It's quite comical as well. So if you want to buy a Ferrari, that could be a dream. That's most likely a dream. But if you want to work at a better place, that could be a goal. Okay, now I have a question for you, Adam. Could getting a Ferrari, could that be a goal? Is it possible for that to actually be a goal?
Yes, of course, it could be a goal as well. I think
Okay,
so.
so what would be the difference between getting a Ferrari as a dream versus getting a Ferrari as a goal? How do people approach those differently?
For example, if I know I cannot reach this goal or something like this stay just a simple dream. For example, I cannot earn a lot of money, so I cannot buy a Ferrari. So this is just a dream for me. But if I earn a lot of money, then can I afford to Ferrari? So that could be a dream. I think so.
Yes, very good. So basically, one of them is based in reality. Goals are generally based in reality, and dreams are generally not based in reality. Okay, we use our imagination for dreams. Okay, great. Thank you for your responses. They were very clear. Anatoly, now I'm going to come over to you. And let's talk a little bit about this new year. Happy New Year, you guys. We're on day 10 of the new year. And many people around the world, they like to, sorry, there's a bug in front of the camera. Many people in the new year, they like to make New Year's resolutions. Anatoly, have you heard of New Year's resolutions?
Yes, we do the same, but we have also superstition. If we reveal that resolution, it will not appear.
Really?
Yeah.
So you cannot reveal the resolution even after the new year? Like during the new year, you're not supposed to say what your resolution is.
Maybe if that uh, event will happen,
Wow.
we can describe, tell about it.
Oh, so you have to wait for it to happen during the year, and then when it happens, that's when you talk about it.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting because, well, for example, in the United States, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions that have to do with health and diet and exercise. And so they say, I want to lose 20 pounds in the new year. So basically, in Russia, where you're from, um, you can't say that. You can't say, oh, I want my New Year's resolution is to lose 20 pounds. You can't say.
I read about typical resolution, New Year resolution from the citizens of the United States, and that was surprise information for me that losing weight on the first place. Um, I think the most popular resolution could be healthy for us and for our relatives, and the second maybe about job.
A job. In the United States, I'll tell you the reason why that's the number one resolution. Because there's a high epidemic of obesity in the United States. I don't know, Adam or Anatoly, if either of you has ever been to the United States, but if you've ever been or if you ever go, you will have noticed or you will notice that there is a lot of obesity and just a lot of big people. So, of course, it makes sense that's the most common resolution. Um, and I actually didn't realize how much obesity existed in the States when I was living there. I realized it when I moved to South America and I saw people that were like normal, normal sizes, you know. And now for me to see an obese person, it's weird. I'm like, I have to look again because I'm like, that's not normal here in Argentina where I live. And in the United States, you see it all the time. Um, so that's why they make that resolution. Um, Thank you for sharing that, Anatoly. So, Adam, now that Anatoly shared that superstition with us, that got me curious. How do you guys make New Year's resolutions in Hungary? Do you have the same superstition or no?
No, I think so. We didn't or we don't make this New Year resolution, but some people make this. For example, um I tried this resolution, so I tried to make this resolution. This is, for example, if I say I'd like to do more sport in this year, or I'd like to improve my English skills, or I'd like to work in other workplace, but I think here is not so common because I don't meet people who said I made a New Year resolution.
Yeah. Well, you know, something this year really interesting happened to me. I mean, the year just got started. But when I was younger, I used to make New Year's resolutions. I would make 20 basically every year. And it would be things like read a new book or, you know, silly things like that. And then one year I kind of did, I'm not going to make New Year's resolutions anymore just because I don't want to have to wait for the one year to end to try and start the next year well, because it's like you always forget about your resolution. Nobody actually does it for an entire year. I mean, that's such a long time span. And a lot of times I think people just don't know how to make goals. And so we're going to talk about goal making in a second. But it's really funny because so I stopped making New Year's resolutions completely. And then, like on the third or fourth day of this year, made a huge decision to change my diet. And hi, Benjamin. Welcome to class. Benjamin, do you hear me? Just one second, guys. Hi, Benjamin. Do you hear me? Okay. Well, we'll get that fixed in a second. Anyhow, so okay, great. Thanks. So we're talking right now, Benjamin, about New Year's resolutions, and I think I told you this yesterday or in the other class, but I'm talking about a change that I made. So basically, I began New Year's resolutions, but like on the third or no, like the fifth or sixth day of this new year, I decided I'm not gonna eat flour anymore in my diet because it just makes me feel bad, like on the inside. Like I don't find a lot of health benefits in eating it, and I'm trying to be more healthy. And all of a sudden, I just decided, hey, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And I'm already on day 10 of doing this, and I'm really excited because it's going good. It's not a struggle. I just, from one day to the next, I just decided to stop, and I stopped. And that's kind of crazy because I love bread and things like that. But I just decided no, that it's not healthy for me, so I stopped. So now I want to ask you guys, have you ever made a decision from one day to the next where you just decided to stop something and you were able to completely stop? So Adam, what about you?
Yes, I tried it with sugar and other things. I think 2 years ago, I tried not to eat cookies and ice cream and other stuffs. And yes, I it was succeeded for me.
Yes, it was a success.
It was a success.
Great. I'm glad to hear that. So, do you still sometimes eat sugar, or did you take it out mostly of your diet? Where are you today with that?
Nowadays I eat sugar, so that was just a half year or 1 year long.
Hmm. Cool. Well, it's still interesting. And I feel like doing a diet change is really hard, especially today in the world that we live in, because food is like just everywhere around us. Like we are constantly being sold sugary foods and processed foods, and sometimes it's really hard to avoid. So yeah, for someone to be able to do it for 6 months, even that is amazing. So what about you, Anna? Have you made a decision where you were just going to stop something, maybe a bad habit, and you just were able to do it?
Is it question for me? I
Yes.
didn't. Okay. Uh, I once I stopped to smoke. As I stopped smoking.
Hmm.
Different meaning.
Yes. So you stopped, and was it difficult?
Yes, it was difficult enough. I remember when the wish of smoking appeared. I drank a cup of coffee. After that, the wish to smoke uh, improved, and I said myself, you can try, uh, cope with that bad habit. And it was like training for me, training my body, my wishes, and I happily broke that habit.
Awesome. So you don't smoke anymore?
Yes.
So wait, sorry, I get confused when I ask these questions because it's the way that I ask them. Um, so do you smoke?
No,
still?
no,
Okay,
I
there we
don't.
go. I don't know what you answered correctly, but I got confused. Yeah, well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Benjamin, we're at you. We came to you now. So, have you ever, I don't know, broke a bad habit from one day to the next, or made a decision that start something or stop doing something and you were able to achieve it for like a long time?
Not really.
Not really. Is there anything that you would like to start doing or stop doing?
Watching less TV.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm actually glad you brought that up because that's a very, very interesting one. And I'm sure you guys have seen statistics that talk about how much like modern families or modern people watch TV. Benjamin, I'm not picking on you or anything, but I guess TV is like addictive, and some people watch like 5 hours a day, or just 2 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. Some people have the TV going in the background of their house like 24/7. So now I want to know where you guys fall in this TV category now that we got onto this topic. This is interesting. So Benjamin, do you have the TV on in the background like all day long?
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Ashley? Do you have the TV on in the background all day long?
No,
Okay. Do you watch any TV? Do you like TV?
not so much. Last time I watched mostly news, and very seldom I watched movies. I prefer last time to visit cinema and watching on the big screen. Um, it's similar to trip to the theater for me.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Okay, and Adam, what about you? Do you have the TV on in the background or what about you?
No, I don't have any TV, so if I'd like to watch a movie or series, I watch it on my computer, but I don't have TV.
Okay, guys, I don't have a TV either, and I could if I wanted to, but I like don't want it, because I don't watch TV, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But Adam, I'm curious, did you just not want a TV? Is that why you don't have it, or just because if you want to see something from TV, you can just watch it on your computer?
I don't want a TV because there are not proper programs, so I think there are a lot of commercials and the program is not so good. And if I'd like to watch a movie, then I can choose, and I don't have to watch what them give me or something like that. So I don't like the TV and TV programs on TV
Mhm.
screen.
Good. Okay, so Benjamin, I'm coming back to you now. So the class is about dreams and goals. So is watching less TV for you, is that a dream or is that a goal?
Goal.
Okay, good. Okay, so since it's a goal, what that means is that it has to have a timeline, right? Because goals, when we set goals, we say, I want to do this by a Saturday, or in 2 months, I want to stop doing this, or I want to do more of that. So, what is your timeline?
Through this year.
Through this year, you're going to work on it. Cool. Well, so you've heard from the three, Oli, Adam, and myself, and we don't watch very much TV, so I think that it is possible. So yeah, we encourage you in this goal. I think we all agree that it's a good goal, and I can tell you from personal experience because I used to watch more TV, and now I don't. That when you kind of take that out of your life, it's almost like you really start living. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but um, I don't know. Like I have so much time. I have so much time in the day, and so I think that's really cool. So anyhow, you guys, now I'm going to work on something together, and Anatoly and Adam, you guys are kind of new for me. Well, Adam, you're new. I'm just meeting you. I met Anatoly already, but I've done classes with Benjamin before, and he kind of knows my teaching style. But in my classes, I really like you guys to feel comfortable with me to the point where you could just ask me questions. If you have questions, you can interrupt me and say, wait, Stephanie, I have a question. Totally. I really like when we transition from formal class to organic conversation, when we all start just talking with each other, especially because this is a conversation class. So don't feel shy, you guys. You can even ask each other questions, okay? So yeah, I encourage that. But now we're going to work on a document together, and I'm going to give you guys basically the opportunity to speak up on your own without me calling names, okay? So, give me 1 second. We are going to make a comparison chart, basically. It's going to be dreams and goals and both, okay? And we're just going to compare the similarities and the differences, and you guys are going to help me. And we will get started on that now. Okay, you guys should all see the chart. So dreams, both, and goals. So I will start. Dreams to me are imaginary, or yeah, imaginary. Good. Goals. If are imaginary, then goals would be what? Based on reality. Whoa. Oh, my. Sorry, this went to Spanish all of a sudden. I'm not sure why. Have any ideas about the differences between dreams and goals, or the similarities?
I can suggest definition based on the English grammar rules. For dreams, we need to use the third conditional, and for goals, sometimes the second.
Could you give us an example?
If I had a fortune, I would have flied to the space.
Okay, good. So instead of writing down the grammar usage, what I'll do here is I'll just say impossible. Okay, we'll say impossible. And goals, so if dreams are impossible, then that means goals would be possible. Okay. Goals also require work. You achieve it if you don't work towards it. And dreams don't require work. Okay, so we're coming up with lots of differences. Are there any similarities, you guys, do you think, between dreams and goals?
Dreams also can be possible.
Dreams, okay, so they can both be possible?
I think it is also possible for dreams to become true. My dream became true. I think we have an expression like this.
Oh, you're right. My dream came true.
Yes, came true.
Okay. Okay, so they are possible, but it's based on, so it would be possible, but based on luck. in that case. When you say my dream came true, you're not saying that you worked towards your dream, you know, because you're basically saying that it was luck. My dream came true. Possible with luck. For example, if I don't know, mm, that's a hard one. Now I'm confused. Okay, I want to let me go share something else. Hang on, you guys. Because I was looking on Google and they had a really good chart. 10 big differences. Do you guys see this that I'm on Google now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. So 10 big differences between goals and dreams that you must know. I didn't want to share this in the class just because I thought it was very repetitive, but I think it'll give us some good ideas. So it says the differences between goals and dreams. It says don't confuse your dreams with goals. Dreams occupy your mind. Goals take over your reality. I thought that was really cool and really interesting. What will it take to turn your dreams into goals? So here are the 10 big differences between goals and dreams. So read this. Let's start with Adam, and we'll do Adam will read number 1, Anatoly will read number 2, Benjamin will read number 3, I'll read number 4, and then we'll start over. Okay? And there's
Okay.
10 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Goals are okay. Then I start. Goals are
Yes.
goals are something you are action on. Dreams are something you are just think about. Goals require action. Dreams can happen without lifting a finger, even while you are asleep.
Good.
Goals have deadlines. Dreams are just, well, dreams. Goals must have a deadline. They have a time limit. Dreams can go on forever. In fact, many people maintain dreams their entire lives without ever reaching them.
Good. Benjamin, number 3.
He's gone, or maybe
sorry, I
he
didn't
heard it. Mhm.
I didn't see that. Okay, let's keep going. I'll do number 3 now, and then we will go back to Adam, and we'll just keep rotating like that. Okay, dreams are free. Goals have a cost. While you can daydream for free, goals don't come without a price. Time, money, effort, and sweat. How will you pay for your goals?
Goals produce results. Dreams don't. Want to change your life, your job, your status in life? Goals can do that. A good friend of mine made 6 figures on ebook he published. He did that. Had it stayed as a dream, his life would have been as if always was.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, Anatoly?
Dreams are imaginary. Goals are based in reality. You may dream of being Superman, but that is probably not going to happen. Goals are about what you can actually accomplish. They are grounded in the reality of our world. Goals should be big, but not supernatural. Natural.
Good, okay. Goals have a finish line. Dreams never have to end. Dreams can go on forever. They don't have to have an ending point. Goals must have a specific outcome.
Dreams can inspire you. Goals can change your life. Dreams can bring you motivation. They can inspire you, but goals can change your life forever.
Goals must have focus. Dreams don't. Dream can be drifting, even changing thoughts. Goals must be laser focused. They must be specific and they must be always on your mind.
Good. Okay. Goals require hard work. Dreams just require your imagination. Dreaming is easy. Almost everyone has a dream, but fewer people have goals. Goals are hard and they require hard work. Good. Adam.
Dreams stretch your imagination. Goals stretch you. Dreaming leads to bigger dreams. They stretch the limit of your imagination, but goals stretch you. They increase your skills, your abilities, and change you forever.
Good job, you guys. Okay, so here we are back at the dreams and goals chart. So do you have anything that you guys want to add to this now that we kind of read a little bit more about it?
I'd like to ask about vocabulary stretch in the last statement.
Uh-huh.
Stretch.
The meaning?
Yes, meaning maybe in this context, stretch it means to be, for example, rope, to make rope longer.
Yeah. Okay, when something can stretch, it's actually elastic. Many times a rope can't, like you can stretch it across something, but it doesn't stretch. Okay, because only things that have like elasticity in them stretch. So basically, when they're saying that it stretches us, they're saying that it changes us. It makes us either better or stronger or more of something that we already are, or it changes us and makes something that we used to not be.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, got it. Anything else you guys think we should add to our list?
Both maybe both of them are positive usually.
That's a good point. Both are positive. Both start in the mind. What else? Anything else before we move on to next section?
I don't know. We can divide that three nouns completely because they cross each other.
Yeah, this one is a difficult one. However, this topic is actually like really important for some people because some people they don't know how to achieve the things that they want to achieve. They just dream about it and dream about it and they say, "Oh, I wish I had a better job. Oh, I wish I had a better job." But they don't do anything to actually get a better job. So when that happens, do you guys think that it's because the person doesn't know how to set goals and how to make steps to accomplish it? Or do you think it's because they want it but they don't want it bad enough? Adam, what do you think?
I think they don't want to be enough, so I think they just saying that, and they don't do nothing for this goal. I think so. If I'd
Yeah.
like to do a better job, I have to do something about it. I think so.
Yeah. We actually have a word for that in English. It's called complacency. Have you guys heard this word, complacency? When somebody is complacent, they're fine where they're at. Maybe they say, I don't like it, but they're not really doing anything to change their situation. Good. Okay, guys, so in this moment, we're going to take a break from class. And what I mean by that is we're stop talking about dreams and goals for a second because I feel like the conversation is like a little bit stale, so I just want to completely stop talking about it. And I want to ask, do you guys have any questions about me? Anything you'd like to know about where I'm from, where I live now? Anything?
It's interesting how you can compare life in Argentina. Are you in Argentina now? And
Yeah.
your original place, and where do you live originally in the United States? I mean, which state, which
Yeah,
part?
I grew up in California and I've never been to the East Coast. I've never seen Florida or New York. But I've seen California, I've been to Nevada, and I've seen Oregon and Washington. So I've seen those places. And then when I was 20, I went to Mexico, and that was an amazing trip. And then I came to Argentina and I lived here, or I've been living here for 2 years. And yeah, it's pretty cool how I've had the experiences of living in different countries because it's completely different. A lot of people, they say, whoa, well, what was California like? Or are you going to go back? Are you going to stay in Argentina? And honestly, for now, I'm going to stay in Argentina because I love the culture. The culture is very warm. And in the United States, the culture is not as warm. And do you guys know what I mean when I say warm culture?
No, not exactly.
Okay, so a warm culture, how would I describe this? Basically, when you meet somebody and you talk to them and they make you feel like they are your friend or like that, like you guys know each other. You can just in to the meat store when you're gonna buy your meat and just start talking with the person there, and they talk to you and you talk to them, and yeah, it's really cool. And I don't know. And in the United States, a lot of times like people are more separated. Um, and over here, for example, when we say hello with like a hug and a kiss. And for many people, that's really strange. But I really like it because it's like that human contact. You know, I kind of think that we need that, or at least I need that. And in the United States, like you don't say hello with a hug and a kiss to like anybody. Um, but what do you guys think about that? Adam, did you know that in some countries they say hello with a hug and a kiss?
Yeah, I think, for example, in Europe, there is in Spain or Italy, I think this country are very friendly country, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good word, friendly. I mean, there are people who aren't friendly, of course, but generally people are really nice and helpful. Like if you're lost, they'll be like, "Oh, let me help you." So, yeah. Anatoly, um, i- in Russia, would people ever say hello to each other with a hug and a kiss?
No, it is not common habit. And when I come back after traveling abroad, I always surprising see that when we are coming in the shop, it is seldom enough when people who work in the shop say hello uh, for us. It is not common, but I noticed it is just different of in cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, it doesn't mean that one uh, people in one country more friendly than people in other country. It is just a different cultures.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that could be true. It's just different. But that the reason why I'm staying here is because it's like an adventure to me. It's really exciting being in a new place. And I mean, where I'm from, it's like I understand the culture and the traditions, and I really like change.
And
So,
what is city where you live now in Argentina?
in Buenos Aires.
Buenos Aires. Okay. You can see perhaps in my screen.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
Small
It's a
research.
big city.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so really fast, I want to ask a quick question for Benjamin and Anatoly again, because actually, no, this will be for everybody because I know Benjamin, but you guys don't know Benjamin. So I'm going to ask you guys to introduce yourselves. Okay, so go because I like to get to know my students, and I want you guys to feel like you know me, especially because we keep doing classes together a lot of times, and it would be weird if we didn't start getting some type of connection. So Adam, let's start with you. Please introduce yourself to us. Tell us like what you do. Do you work? Go to school? Etc.
Okay, my name is Adam, and I'm from Hungary. I've been living Budapest for 3 years, and I've been working as a software engineer, and I like this country, but I'd like to move in West Europe. So I'd like to improve my English and German skills as well. Um, I like reading or just walking in the street. So I think that's all.
Great. And how many languages do you speak? Because I've heard that Europeans tend to speak many languages.
My native language is Hungarian, and I speak German and English. So just two foreign language and one native language.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, Anatoly, your turn. Tell us about yourself.
Okay. My name is Anatoly. I live in Moscow, in capital city of Russia. I work as an accountant, and my hobby. I don't use English in my job, in my everyday life. It is just a hobby. I think for me to study English. When I studied in school, I learned Germany there, and I started to study English from zero. About my hobbies, I like riding on the bicycle, and I can share with you some photos in my screen. If you click on my screen, you can
Mm-hmm.
see it is some pictures, some photos which took the 25 in the ocean. It is a uh, Moscow River also, and it was time. You can see it is a place for riding on the bicycles, but maybe it was early morning because we can see lots of people on the bicycle. This is my bicycle, and what else? This is a statue of Peter the Great on the Moscow River. Some next picture. Bridge. You can see a little of snow because it was a time when late autumn, and this is way back to home. This is a sport area, very big sport area. That's all.
Wow, it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks nice. Great. Thank you for sharing. I actually think it's pretty cool that you shared pictures because it's like, wow, I got to just see a little glimpse of Russia. So that's cool. I'll have to make a class where we can like share pictures with each other. I think that would be a really fun class. Um, but anyhow, okay, Benjamin, please present yourself to the group. Benjamin, are you there? Do you hear us? Okay. Um, okay, I guess I'll present myself to the group. I mean, not, well, I already presented myself, but what I mean is I'll tell you guys some things that I like, some of my hobbies, because I didn't share any of that yet. I really like cooking, um, like not necessarily baking. I'm more into just cooking, and I like experimenting with new ingredients and new spices. I like cooking different meats and vegetables and grains, and I like cooking healthy things. So I try not to like fry too many things. So I like cooking, and I like swimming a lot. I used to be on the swim team and the water polo team when I was in high school and college, and that was always really fun. I like being active. Right now, recently, I started doing Pilates, so I'm enjoying that as well. It's new for me, but it's very relaxing. But it also gives you a good workout, so I like it. Uh, yeah, cool. So does anybody have any questions for anybody else before we move on with our class?
Uh, I have a question about school. Could you please tell us about this school history? How long was it created, if you know?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat the question?
My question is about school Linguistiko, about Linguistiko, because I heard about this school just a few days ago. I received invitation. I study. I'm studying now Berlin, which it is also online school who is using the same technology, Google Plus Hangout. I use sometimes for practice English Second Life. It is a virtual world. We can find there also some places for practice English. And this new school appeared very interesting for me. It is my the third class, and I wonder how long have you been existing?
Yeah. Okay. Well, no problem. Let's talk for a little bit about Linguistiko. So Linguistiko has been around for a little while, but we just started. But it's a startup company, so it's new. Basically, they're new on the market. They're just getting the word out there. Every student basically is a new student. Okay. Benjamin was my first student, actually, like my very first student. Um, so Okay, but anyhow, so I have been teaching here for 2 months. I've been teaching for many years, but that's been outside of Linguistico. With Linguistico, I started 2 months ago, and I'm one of the first teachers. They're still hiring new teachers, and right now they're doing classes every 3 hours, but that's because they're building. So as we get more students, we will start offering more hours of instruction and teaching. And in the future, we plan to do classes 24 hours a day and maybe even multiple classes per time slot. So really, it's growing. It's going to explode. And you guys found it at the beginning. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Did I answer your question?
yes. Thank you very much.
No problem. And as you guys probably you can do the group classes, which we are doing right now, or you can do private classes. In a private class, it's one-on-one, just you and the teacher, and you can check out the different profiles of each teacher, and each one has a different price for their private classes. But the good thing is that you get to work it out with the teacher, the schedule, when you want your classes, what you want to practice or learn. So yeah, so there are many options.
Yes, and also I'd like to share some types of classes which I had experienced.
Okay.
I think one of the possible class which I shared using on the map. We can travel together using a Google Map feature of Google Map. You can see on my screen if we put this yellow man on the place, we can look in randomly place. We can look together what is this place and etc. The second
That's a good idea.
the second interesting, in my opinion, activity could be when we are exploring lyrics of song, because for foreigners, especially modern, for young generation song, where singers use lots of slangs, it is difficult to understand meaning of the song.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also we can use here application YouTube. The most useful application here in Google Plus Hangout, it is a screen sharing which we used. By the way, screen sharing we can use the most effective way for screen sharing to share separate window. We need to open separate window from Google Hangout window, Google Hangout, and share exactly that window, not all desktop and that window. And screen sharing, it is the most useful feature for
Yeah.
Training, for practice. And
Good.
the second YouTube application, because we can watch a video together from YouTube, stop
Yeah.
in the right place, etc. And there
Yeah.
are also some other applications in Google Plus Hangout, not so useful.
Cool. Well, Anatoly, I want to say that I think all of your suggestions are really great, and I love getting suggestions from the students. I'm planning classes for a couple weeks from now, and I'll make that lyrics class that you suggested. So that one for sure I'll do. The traveling, yeah, I'm learning too. Um, so anyhow, the traveling class, I think that's a great idea too. But I teach in Linguistiko, I teach about 14 group classes a week, and I teach private classes. So I am like up to here trying to plan all of my classes. So I love your ideas, and I'm definitely going to start doing the lyrics class, especially because you requested it. And little by little, I will incorporate more things in my class. But I used to teach one-on-one, like in person, and this is my first time teaching online. So I'm actually learning a lot of things right now. And as I go, of course, I learn more, and each class is a little bit different. And then not only that, but each group of students is different. So in some classes, we talk so much and all the students talk, and then in other classes, you know, I talk more and the students listen more. It just depends how confident and comfortable each person is speaking. And sometimes in the beginning, people aren't as confident, and then they grow in their confidence, which is normal at the same time. So anyhow, yeah, if you ever have any more suggestions for me, I would love if you would send me a message on Linguistiko, okay? Because I check my messages every day, and like I said, I really like getting suggestions from the students. And I had a little problem when I shared my screen. I don't like sharing my entire screen with my desktop, but I just did that because the window that I was looking for wasn't opened like it didn't open in my options. So I was like, okay, I guess I will just share my entire screen, and then do it that way. I kind of panicked and I was like, oh, I just got to do this in the moment. So I'll have to figure out how to do that when the screen that I want to share is not up. But yeah, thank you for the ideas. Okay, guys. So yeah, so we were talking about dreams and goals, and this is the first time that I've done this class. And I think that I mean, I was testing it out just to see what everybody, thinks about this topic. I think sometimes this topic can be very hard to talk about, and sometimes it can be very easy to talk about. So I'm going to try and do screen again, but let's see if I can do it right this time. Okay, yes, here I go. So I wanted to share this goals blackboard, which I thought was really interesting. So it says my goals, and it says attitude, career, education, family, financial, physical, pleasure, public service, and artistic. And I just kind of wanted to ask if you guys have any goals that have to do with this. So looking at this chart, do you have any goals that are artistic, attitude-related, career-related, etc.?
I have goals from career and maybe education or family, physical.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to share any of those goals with us?
Yes. For example, I'm looking for a new job, and so if I would like to work on other place, I have to learn more. So my education. So I have to learn something new in computer science area. And physicals, for example, I do sport, and it's important for me because the whole day I have to sit before the computer, and after that I have to move a little bit because it's very so it's not so good sitting for the computer the whole day.
Yeah, I know, I understand. So what sports do you play?
I do Krav Maga. This is a
What's that?
martial sport or something like this.
Is it a martial art? Is that what you mean?
Yes, martial art. This
Oh my goodness.
this sport came
I've never
from
heard of it.
yeah, it came from Israel, I think so. This is a kind of military martial art.
Could you write it in the chat?
Krav Maga.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how long have you been doing Krav Maga for?
I've been doing this for 3 months, but before I did it, I had been doing Defendo. This is similar as Krav Maga.
Oh.
I've written in the chat. Do you see it?
Yes. Yes, I see it now. Okay, so you've been doing that for 3 months. Cool. Well, I'm going to go here to Anatoly before class ends. Anatoly, do you have any goals related to anything you see on this board? And if you want, you can share them with us. But I know you said you have the superstition in Russia that if you say it, it won't come true.
No, it is not serious statement about superstition. Maybe I could named as a dream and goal could be goal. For example, traveling to Australia. I'd like to visit this interesting country. And what is it, dream or goal? It is an open question. I think it is
Oh,
more dream than goal, but it could come true.
cool. Cool. Well, you guys, great class. I feel like I learned things in this class too, so that was cool. I have a question before we go. I know we're like in the last 20 seconds of class, but when I receive a message in the chat and on the bottom it says private, how do you guys send that? How do you send a private message? Or are they always private? I don't think so, because on some of them it says private and on some of them it doesn't.
For me, Linguistiko chat doesn't work. But in Google Chat, we have two options, two chats. For me, now available because I use Safari. Maybe it is the reason why the Linguistiko chat doesn't work. In Google Chat, you can click on the question on the left, on the bottom, and you can click the keyboard shortcuts and to figure it
Mm-hmm.
out how it works. We need
Okay.
to click on the keyboard one sign and number 1, 2, 3. In that case, for participants in the this hangout.
Okay. Well, I will actually research this because since class is over, you guys probably have other things to do, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. But anyhow, Anatoly, thank you for coming to class. Benjamin, it's always great to see you. And Adam, it was nice to meet you. So I hope to see you guys soon. I give more classes today if you guys are interested in taking them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes, you are welcome. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye, Benjamin.